Hey guys, Steve Ugan, Joe Builder. You may be a prospective client of ours or an existing client of ours. We wanted to do just a series of kind of educational videos. This one is called You Get What You Pay For. I know that you guys have bought a million things in your life. I'm sure many of you have bought cars. Many of you have even bought houses. That's probably why we've gotten in touch, because you're doing a remodeling project, or maybe we've even built a house for you. In any event, you know that when you go onto a car lot, there are going to be cars that are less expensive and cars that are more expensive. Now, you might be thinking this is so simplistic. You're exactly right. It is simplistic, but I am going to get to a point with this. The idea is you never go to a car lot and think, okay, if I get a price of $30,000 for a car and I get a price of 20, these prices are too low. Let's say 50,000. You get a price for a car that's 50 and a price for a car that's 30. You know they're not the same car. One of them is going to be more luxurious. One of them is going to have more quality, probably going to be put together better. So you make decisions based on price. You don't ever walk, usually, some of you out there would do this, because you might be cheap, but that's okay. Or frugal, let's say it in a more loving way. But you're never going to buy the cheapest car on the car lot. In the same way, you're not going to buy the cheapest house on the market. You're not going to, if there's a house for sale for $100,000, it's going to have less bedrooms, less square footage, or there's something seriously wrong with it. That's why it's priced at $100,000. And when you want a house that's $500,000 and has got those features and that quality level of a build and those types of material selections, those grade of windows on the house, massive difference between a $500,000 house and a $100,000 house. And most people are not going to buy the $100,000 house. So all that is my lead up to the following. Why would you go with the cheapest bid for construction? That makes no sense. We have to stop losing our brains on this issue. If someone gives you the cheapest bid, you should automatically be suspicious of that. What are they going to cut corners on materials? Are they going to cut corners on the quality of the labor they're hiring? Are they not insured? Are they not paying their taxes? I mean, there's a million reasons why someone's got a low price on a construction bid, and most of them are not good. So I want to just talk about very quickly, I'm not going to do a long video, but I want to give you some highlights about what some considerations you should have that really are going to be connected with price, but you're going to pay a higher price for these things, but you want to pay a higher price for these things because you want these things. And I'm going to talk about number one, a quality build. You want to know that the people that are renovating your basement or building your deck or doing your addition, number one, actually know what they're doing. Number two, are high quality, highly skilled workers. Most workers take 3 to 5 years to learn a trade, whether that's carpentry, trim carpentry, masonry, plumbing, electrical, whatever it is. It takes an extensive amount of education to learn the basics of the trade, and then you have to apprentice and then journeyman and then become an expert in whichever trade you're doing. And so you don't want people who are getting low wages and have just learned it from their uncle, and maybe their uncle knew what he was doing, maybe he didn't know what he was doing, and they're going to do shoddy work. And there's literally no way to tell because they're all over the place out there. So we have made a conscious decision at our company that we're going to pay a living wage, that we're going to actually pay taxes, that we're going to actually get all the required insurance that a builder should have, general liability insurance. We're going to have workers' compensation insurance, not only for all of our team, but all of our subcontractors. And we're going to vet our subcontractors. We're not just going to pay people cash and not pull all the permits. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's going on out there, and you need to be aware of it. Because somebody comes in with a low number, it's a horrible reason to choose them for a contractor, and you're going to regret it later. So I can't tell you how many times we come upon construction projects that someone went with the low bidder and then 7 months later they have a disaster on their hands, and that person has moved on and left them with a shambles, and they want us to come clean it up, and we're like, it's going to be more expensive to clean it up than if you had just hired the right builder out of the gate. So that's number one, quality build. 2, timely build. You could hire somebody, and again, I love these guys. They work for certain projects, they're great. I call them chuck in a truck. One guy's got no overhead, no marketing budget, no nothing. Might walk up to your house and put a cigarette out in the beer can, on the way up to give you a quote. But chuck in a truck will give you a number that is insanely low and say, I've got the best price in the Twin Cities. Well, yeah, if that's all you're going by is price, but if you actually want a quality product at the other end and you want to build it in a timely way, chuck in a truck will take 1 year to do what we can do in 4 to 6 weeks. So it's a massive difference in terms of the level of disruption in your home. To actually hire a professional general contractor with a robust team of project managers and the other aspects of their team, financial team, office managers, and then of course high-end crew that can get it done well, get it done in a timely manner. There's tons of builders out there that are overselling their capacity as well. So they're like, yeah, we can get to you in like October of next year. I don't look at that as good management. I think it's much better to have availability with a couple of your crews and then book out the rest of your crew so that you can help those strategic customers that present themselves and have immediate needs. Our company's been very intentional about doing that. So we almost always have, production time in the next 60 to 90 days for projects. So quality build, timely build. The third thing that you should be looking for and considering when you're evaluating construction bids is communication. Many of these construction companies are horrible at communicating, horrible at letting you know where the project's at, horrible at troubleshooting when problems come up, or communicating when issues come up that need change orders and things like that, or letting you know when there's been changes in other projects that are going to delay your project, or issues with subcontractors. Communication is one of the number one things we get as a complaint about other contractors. And that's something we do really, really well. Our project managers are amazing. They're relational, they're deliberate and intentional. You're going to feel very heard, very communicated to, and problems are going to get resolved in a timely way. That is a massive stress reliever when you're going through something as disruptive as a construction project with all the moving parts and the dust and the noise that it makes and all the other I's that need to be dotted, T's that need to be crossed. Which brings me to my next point, project management. Many of these construction companies don't even have project management. Literally, the field crew guy is the project manager. I don't think that's very wise. We believe in having a whole layer. We have a sales team, a project management team, and then a field team, and then there's support staff that goes with that. Well, guess what? That costs more money. So we're not going to be the cheapest bid. We're not going to be the most expensive bid, but we're going to be the best experience for you and a company that I believe is going to be around 50 years from now when you have issues or you want to do another addition to your house. You know us, trust us. That's the other thing. We are all about long-term relationship. This is not transactional business for us. We're not trying to just flip a bunch of decks or do a bunch of additions or do a bunch of basements. We want to do such an excellent job with your project that you literally say, I don't even want to talk to another builder. These guys are amazing. I had an amazing experience. I have a beautiful space. The project went flawless. I mean, there's always issues that are going to come up. But these guys handled it with grace. They heard me. They took care of it. And they're going to be my builder for life. We want to hear that from every single one of our clients, for real. We want long-term relationships. So I just want to challenge you, encourage you. Please, as you're evaluating these construction bids, price is only one factor. And if anything, the lower the price, the more suspicious you should be in terms of quality level and some of these other distinctives that are incredibly important on a build, including quality build, timely build, communication, project management, and long-term relationship. My name's Steve Ugan. I'm with JOE.BUILDER. We would love to build that project for you, and I hope you give us the opportunity to earn your business for life. Love you guys, and hopefully we'll see you out there.